Good afternoon again, everybody. It's Simon here, and here we are with the DVD portion of my update. If you didn't see the first part, it was all VHS, and this is going to be all DVDs and just a singular Blu-ray. Then there's a special item not in this list here, which I'll pull out at the end, which is very, very cool. So the first thing I've got here is the Blu-ray of Rolling Thunder, which I actually received as a gift, so that was very cool. First time on DVD and Blu-ray, and in fact it's got both in here, UK edition. I think it's the only edition in the world that has, well, of the DVD or the Blu-ray. I don't think there's a US of either format, there's no Australian of either format. It was VHS only until this point. Which is funny because I had watched my VHS about a week before I was given this, so that's fine. So I liked the film, a little slow to get going, but it was, it's a solid film with a good payoff at the end. Haven't watched the Blu-ray of this yet, so I don't know what the quality is like, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty good. So yeah, Rolling Thunder, UK edition, very cool. Got a bunch of special features actually, commentaries, trailers, interviews, so that's pretty cool. Finally got this. I was waiting for this to hit a decent price. It was like $25 forever, and there seemed to be one day where I was on Amazon and I went, oh well, let's see what it's at, and it was $9.95. And I was happy to get it at that price, and it's gone back up again to like 20, so must have been just sale or something. Code Red Nightmare. So everyone's seen this before. You get one cut of the film here, and then this sort of bootleg cut which they've made look like a DVD-R, which is very cool. So pretty definitive little set of this film, which I've never seen before. Actually, 1981 low budget horror film. There you go. We've got three editions, I think, of the film. That's pretty cool. With slightly, I don't know why they did that. You've got one that's created from the two best 35mm prints, and then disc 2 has a slightly better 35mm print. Why have both? It doesn't say if one's longer or not, so odd. And it has that controversial 95-minute Italian interview that has no subtitles. So I mean, that's pretty useless really. Apparently there was a bit of a squabble about getting a fan to do the subtitles, and I don't know, it didn't work out, or he took too long. Whatever, doesn't matter. I just want to see the films, so that's good. I can finally check out Nightmare. Death Dream, one I've also wanted to check out for a while, on Blue Underground. Got this on eBay for $5, excellent price. Very happy with that. What was the go with this one? A shattering variation of the monkey's paw. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Killed in Vietnam and comes back in a rather zombie version, I think. Brand new release, The Girl in Room 2A, A Prison in Hell. I had this on pre-order at Amazon, and then I saw it in the city in one of the shops I go to. Amazon still hadn't shipped the pre-order. They hadn't shipped any pre-orders, and they weren't going to for another 2 weeks. And then I worked out on the spot that to buy it in the city was going to cost me a whole $2 more. So I cancelled the Amazon and picked it up in the city. Don't know how somebody here in Australia managed to import it quicker than Amazon, but that's really cool. So this is a giallo that's never had a DVD release before, 1973. It's not meant to be a brilliant one, but the fact that it was quite rare, only on VHS, and is now on DVD in a lovely anamorphic transfer by the good people at Mondo Macabro, who are having a sort of a second wind at the moment, which is really cool. They got some good stuff coming up, I believe. Fully uncut, uncensored, 1970s Italian shock cinema. Very good. Girl in Room 2A. Primal, Evil Lies Within. Australian? Was this an Australian film? I don't even remember. I think it might have been. Oh well, I can't remember. It was a newish release on Umbrella, and then I found it in the city for $5 brand new, which is insane, so I was pretty happy to pick that guy up. Not knowing too much about it, but just knowing that it was had a few good reviews, and that well, that it's an R-rated horror of a girl holding a machete. I mean, it's worth at least that. So that's Primal. If someone had seen that, let me know what you thought. Same with The Revenant. This came out of nowhere as a horror comedy. It's like the undead coming back. A brilliant, sophisticated horror comedy. And it has had a lot of good reviews. And then I picked this DVD up on eBay for about $8, which is good. So, I mean, I like picking up bargains. I rarely pay full price. What's the point? It always turns up cheaper somewhere else very quickly. I don't need to get things on day of release usually. Come on. Yeah, nothing too exciting in there. Advert and disc. So if anyone's seen The Revenant, do let me know what that was like. Oh dear. That threw you a bit. Bill Murray Stripes and Groundhog Day. It was a $5. It was a $5. I do like Groundhog Day. I've never seen Stripes, which is just, terrible. I need to see Stripes. I don't know why I've never seen it. I will have to see it. Can anyone else hear that baby crying out there? Jesus Christ. There's always noise around here. Hatchet 2. Has not had many good reviews. Fucking hell, that's a loud baby. Jesus. Has not had too many good reviews, but again, I was in a shop and it was $5. So what the hell? I will pick it up. Jeez, that's a loud baby. Yeah, so I know that Andrew Balliner didn't like it too much, but yeah, if it was $30, I wouldn't have picked it up. If it was $20, I wouldn't have picked it up. If it was $10, I would have thought hard about it, and for $5, I just whatever. It's either that or a coffee. So Hatchet 2. Ooh, I was happy to get this. This is long deleted. The Saw trilogy. Now, obviously, there's like 8 films now, and I never only seen up to part 1, but this is a neat little set that came out in like 2007, yeah, by Sony. It just has the first 3 films. So I can get this out. Hang on. Do the old between the legs trick. Oh, it's a boy. Right, and there we go. So that's the Saw trilogy. How do we get this out again? That's right. So it's a puzzle piece thing. Come on. There we go, very good. Right, and yeah, nice digipack kind of thing, folds out 1, 2 and 3, look like saws. So it's a really neat little package with some great art all over it. Yeah, I mean, I was never too keen on checking out these films after the first one. I enjoyed the first one, but I wasn't compelled to go and see them all, and being so many now, I just haven't bothered to get any further. But yeah, for the price I paid, which was about $12, I was happy to get that special edition anyway. So I'll check out the other 2 sometime soon. I have no idea what this is. I got a few freebies at a meet-up we did with a bunch of the Digital Retribution guys. Korean horror, I think it was. Paradise Villa. I think it was Korean. Yeah, it's Korean. No idea. Absolutely no idea, but it looks kind of crazy. And, Korean horror is usually pretty good, so I did like that. Something, something, something. Killing start! But it is called Paradise Villa. The Pix. I picked this up because it was another new release on... Oh, where is it? That Katarina thing, and as you can see, I love Katarina so much. She's on the inside. But this is meant to be quite a good little 70s thriller. So I was happy to pick it up, and I'll give it a go. Oh, the Incubus. I haven't seen that out. I wonder if that's still coming. I've got The Carpenter. I don't really want Final Exam. Got Humongous. House and Sorority Row I should probably get. Nothing But the Night's meant to be quite good. I'm not sure if it was a Hammer or if it was just starring Hammer people. Satan's Blood I've got. Don't know what Revenge is. Incubus though, that's rather cool. So what was the go with the picks? Karen Black, Christopher Plummer. Her business is pleasure until her date with the pigs. See it, find out what it means. Well, I will have to see it and find out what it means, won't I? But yeah, meant to be good. Has a nice transfer in scope and anamorphic. Very nice. The Pigs. Another freebie, Angel Negro, which is now one of 2 Troma films I have on DVD. Never a huge fan of Troma, but as everyone told me when we were picking over the freebies over the beers at Digital Retribution meetup, This is only a Troma by distribution. They didn't make this. It's just a horror film. She is a devil of an angel, and she'll scare the hell out of you. So they didn't really have anything to do with it except for distributing it. Oh, it does say Lloyd Kaufman. Oh, presents. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the Troma films. In fact, I've only ever seen the first Toxic Avenger. I haven't even gotten past that. But yeah, this is supposed to be pretty good. So if you've seen Angel Negro, let me know. Another freebie, Devil Man. Manga adaptation. Manga and then anime and then film. So yeah, it's going to be one of those crazy Japanese, big colours, lots of sound, fighting things with swords and all that shit. Looks pretty cool. Again, it was free. Eastern Eye. I always like Eastern Eye films. Scalps. Ah, dear, Scalps. Fred Olin Ray's big hit in inverted commas. Trashy early 80s horror film that he made. Relentlessly morbid is the best way to describe this gruesome tale. Oh, good. So, yeah, that's Scalps. I look forward to checking this out and vomiting quietly in the corner at how bad it's going to be. Another freebie. What? Feast of Flesh. I have no idea what this is. It was just sitting on the trade table after everybody had traded everything else. Oh, God, what was that? Oh, that's alright, I can show that. I have no idea. It's probably shit. As this will be. Snakehead Terror. $2 pickup with Carol Alt. It's just killer snakes again. I like my shitty sci-fi channel type movies with killer snakes. The infamous Frankenfish. Well, this isn't Frankenfish, but it has a Frankenfish. Okay. Heroes of the East on Dragon Dynasty. From the director and star of 36 Chamber of Shaolin. I expect this to be actually a very good film. Shaw Brothers, excellent. X-Rental I picked up in a local shop. It was going for the price of $3. Disc was scratched, and I said, you know, can you run it through the cleaner? And she said, well, we don't normally for X-Rentals, and she did, and it came up brand new. So those machines are fantastic. I think they actually sand the surface back and then apply a new surface. It's just like 4 strange scrubbing pads. Anyway, Demons. Everyone's seen Demons. I already have 3 editions of Demons, but I wanted the Umbrella one. I wasn't going to pay for it because I didn't need it, but it was in the trade table, and so I'm happy about that. I have the Umbrella of Demons in the red case, so it's the original edition, and it'll sit next to my Umbrella of Demons too. That's the only reason I have this. Multiple editions of Demons, not a bad thing. One I picked up yesterday because I needed to get a 2 for $6. It's either 1 for $6 or 2 for $6, so essentially it's free. Isola, Japanese horror. And I like Japanese horror, and that's basically why I picked it up. It looks kind of cool. That's all I know. 1999. Okay, so it's, in the grand scheme of things, that's actually reasonably early, so we're only talking a little after Ringu. So that could actually be interesting itself, Isola. If you've seen that, do let me know if it's any good. Chihiro suffers from multiple personalities, and one of them is deadly. Sounds good. This was the film I wanted to pick up, which was Rubber. Everyone's been babbling on about Rubber for the last year or so, and for $3 I picked it up. So 3 and another one, 3, 6 in total. Very cool. It has divided audiences completely. Some say it's the best thing since sliced bread, and some say this makes no sense. I'm hoping I don't fall into the latter, being a film made by a DJ. I mean, that doesn't scream good idea to me. Horror film made by a French DJ. Yeah, but, you know, it's had a lot of fans from people that I respect, so I will check out Rubber with an open mind. Yes, it is from France. 78 minutes, quite short. And yesterday's pickup. Now these 5 packs are coming out now through Flashback. Basically it's just Asylum films and films from similar small trashy companies as Asylum. I'm not even sure if they're going to the level of Sci-Fi Channel. I mean, that's like Oscar award winning stuff compared to most Asylum films. So Asylum, probably Royal Oaks and RHI and things like that are probably going to turn up in these sets, but it's 5 films for $5. There's a new set of about 10 coming out in April, which I should pick up because they got some good things coming out on that. But this one we get Monster, Blue Demon, Ice Spiders, which I already have, 2012 Doomsday, and Serum. I watched Monster last night, and it gave me a freaking headache. It's basically Blair Witch crossed with Cloverfield. I mean, it's a good idea and a good way to do a film with no money, and it was filmed in Japan to their credit. Basically, yeah, your monster is destroying Japan, and then this is a hands-on handycam view of it from two American tourists. So it's a good idea in theory. The acting's not bad actually, but just the production is shocking. That's the camera effects that get you. It's shaky cam all over the place. It's they drop the frame rate to like 5 frames a second, so it's all jerky. They put in digital effects to make it look like the camera's damaged. It really starts to make you feel nauseous. So that was annoying. Blue Demon, too much of a comedy for a killer shark film. It was okay, D.D. Pfeiffer, but yeah, you've got to see it just for Jeff Fay. I showed it to one of my mates, and he said, "Did Jeff Fay take this job as a dare?" I think he might have, because he's basically your cliche general running around with a cigar in his mouth, barking orders. It was really quite funny. Ice Spiders I've seen before, and I quite enjoyed it. It was very stupid CG spiders taking over small frosty town. And 2012 Doomsday, I don't know, it's rated PG. That can't be very good. That's Asylum, end of the world thing. And Serum, which is a horror film with Derek Phillips, Dennis O'Neill, and people I've never heard of. Whatever. The moment you are injected, the chaos begins. That could actually end up being the best of the bunch. So it's $5 for 5 films, and the good thing about them is they are individual discs. So $1 a film, $1 a disc. On that note, that is the end of my DVD update. Or is it? I picked up The Sleeper. Now this is a new, with my finger covering the lens, a new slasher film made in the last year. And I basically jumped on this because it had so many positive reviews of the version that was released to festivals and such that I thought this might be another House of the Devil kind of thing. Now I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but they did release this fantastic, what you'd call in America the big box style VHS. All this damage on it is just printed, so it's got all this like tape marks, fading. It's fantastic, and you get a VHS and a DVD. So I'll try and get these out. There we go. So first up, the DVD. That's the edition you can buy separately, just on DVD. You can buy these through their site, which is, hang on, be on the back here somewhere, GammaKnifeFilms.com, and they ship worldwide by PayPal, or if you're in America, and only in America, you can buy through Amazon. But yeah, it's a pretty good price through them. It's like 11 for this DVD, and I think it was 20 for the combo, or 15 for the combo, I don't know. It was pretty good. So it looks really good fun, so I look forward to checking that out. Brand new slasher. And the VHS, yeah, it's just a bit of a novelty. I'm not going to play it. Bright red tape, the label on top, and I enjoyed this. 50 cents charge if tape isn't rewound, and a smiley face. That's really cool. It weighs almost nothing. I mean, VHS that's made these days is just novelty purposes. Don't try and play them. It'd work, but I reckon you get about 5 plays out of that before it just turned into a mess. Anywho, so that's The Sleeper, and that's my DVD update. That's it. I have entered another poor phase where I don't have much money. The credit card's going through the roof, and then the bills are coming in. So that could be it for me for a while. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this update. This one's rambled on for about 20 minutes. And I might try and do something in between my purchases, so I might do an overview of something soon. Yep, so that's all, guys. See you all next time.